Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the briefing on Wednesday, the 15th. Now, I think I say this about the middle of every month. Where's this month gone? But seems to have been quite a good one so far. High pressure still clinging in. It's just been moving around a little bit over the last couple of days. It all really depends on where it's drawing the air from. I think we're beginning to sort of see southerly air coming up from here. And you see the spacing of the ice bars, quite a slack air mass in here. You'll see what the prediction of the wind is actually going to do. Pressure's 1020. So certainly no risk of showers at the moment. Tafts are fairly short. I think Farnborough's the most realistic one. It's giving us sort of period of 7 o'clock in the morning till 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 302 knots. Gatwick are saying 070, 2 knots in the morning, and Heathrow are saying the same sort of thing up till 12, 1 o'clock. But it does look like the wind is swinging around more westerly as the day goes on. And I've just put the both got cab okay, so I think they're saying clear to 5,000 feet. I think there's a chance of small amounts of cumulus. I just thought I'd put the XC weather wind chart up here. You can see how it starts off with a very, very light east-southeast, and it's going southerly fairly quickly. And then by mid-afternoon, it should be westerly, a couple of knots, maybe 5 knots at the most. So the wind is going to sort of vary around during the day. I think we don't really want to play chase the wind today, so we'll go on 2-7 and maybe put up with a bit of a tailwind for the first few hours before the wind swings round. Upper winds, they've just got a in the channel east southeast and across the country, southerly really, 125 knots there, I think 150 in other places I've seen. So really it's just looping round from the south and changing as the afternoon goes on. You can see from the sat pic that actually everything's coming from the west, really. You can see that upper cloud, thin upper cloud moving. This looks like sort of mid-level, upper level Castellanus, potential sort of shower thunderstorm clouds here, but I don't think it's actually on the forecast anywhere. So just a sort of suckers cumulus in the distance that's probably at 10 to 15,000 feet. Temperature wise, getting warmer by the day. What was it up to yesterday? 23?
26. Yeah.
26, yeah. I think we're gonna see 28 today probably. It's getting warmer. I think Friday they were forecasting 30.
32.
Yeah. So getting really, really warm. Normally means it's stabilizing out. It doesn't look that way over the next couple of days, but it just looks like it's going to be blue thermals. So dew points, downs around 8s and 9s. So quite a big temperature split. So I think guess that looking at those two lines on the sort of afternoon sounding, I think you'd be fairly lucky to see if dew point was 9 to 10, you might see some cumulus in here about 5,000 feet. But more than likely, you are going to see sort of 5,000 feet of blue around here. And Lark Hill suggests the same, really. Bit of an inversion to peg it back just at about 2,500, 3,000 feet during the morning. But once it gets to sort of 20 degrees, you should have a reasonable amount of mixing and 3,000 feet. And if you look at 26 degrees, follow the line up here, that's 1,500 meters, 4,500 feet plus. But look, it's very dry in this area here, so I think showing little chance of cumulus. Top Meteo did show some cumulus, showing these clouds down here. first thing in the morning, and then blue for most of the day, and sometime in the afternoon, bits of cumulus popping up around here just for a little bit, and then some more over London. That could well be the case. Upper cloud coming and going in places you saw on the sat pic. And thermal heights probably going by 12 o'clock, I would have thought. They're showing by 12, 1 o'clock, 1,1400 meters, maybe even more. Mid-afternoon, 1700 meters in towards Cambridgeshire. So 5,000 feet, but as I say, blue in this area here. Their suggested distance for an 18-meter glider in the green area here, it's really up to the north, round the corner into Cambridgeshire, or a little bit out to the west and into the West Country. So over a reasonable distance, I think. But again, it's all in this area that's going to be blue. Quick look at SkySight just to make sure gross error check. They're sort of similar sort of thing, predictive flight distance, best in the area round us, up to the north, round past Dunstable and into Cambridgeshire, but still okay out to the west. It says for at least a 300k out that way. And heights of thermals around us, 16 to 1800 meters, and the same around the corner towards Cambridgeshire. So yeah, looks quite good. Q depths, they're not really giving much at all, to be honest. A little bit around here, and the same just slightly up to the north. So limited amount of cumulus later in the afternoon. Okay, airspace wise, lots of little dots on the map, but not really anything of relevance to us. Number 10 and number 19, you've heard those time and time again. No relevance to us. 22, parachuting at Netheravon. You're not going to be in there because that's actually inside the danger area. 23, 24 and 31 are all paragliding activities. 35 is the Opens, 15s and Standard Nationals at Aston Down. So really in the area, out to the west, out to the northwest, north of us, out round the corner into Cambridgeshire, all clear. Nothing particularly to worry about. Operationally, yeah, we're going to go on 27. It'll be the similar setup to yesterday. Winching operation south side. Anybody gridding out there, or should we just tell everybody to come to the runway?
There's enough in grid, but if it's only 3 of you.
Yeah,
the runway,
come to
wasting our time.
Yeah, come to the runway, folks. I think the grids have got smaller and smaller over the last couple of days, and we'll launch you. There's no jet movements that I know about.
No,
not till Friday. Looks like I've got deep joy on Friday with 5 jet movements. And we'll see you out there. Don't forget, it's going to be pretty hot, folks. Wear your hat, sunblock, and plenty of water. And we'll be out there shortly.